Hi buddy, welcome back to Sky Factory 4, episode 33 with me, Sid, and last episode we went off and killed the dragon and went into the end and we picked up some, I think we picked up some elytra somewhere, didn't we? Oh yeah, we picked up some elytra and some dragon breath because we had to kill 2 of them, and everything is fine and good. And I've currently got the mob farm running in the background, and there's stuff coming through from that. I'm not entirely sure why oh, that'll be from the book thingy, won't it? Anyway, I've got all 3 of the spawners running, and because the gas were making a lot of noise, I made a super sound muffler, which is dead simple thing, you know, just uses that, which uses that, and yeah, great little tool, absolutely amazing if you ever want to do this kind of stuff. So the question is, where do I want to go today? Let me show you my concern and thoughts. So we are getting a hell of a lot of wither skulls, and wither skulls can be used to generate power. But we've got 24 million RF here. We've got these power cell lows, and if we actually have a look at the power cell medium, we need a power cell low, and then 4 of those, which uses prismarine crystals. Prismarine crystals you need from Guardian Essence, yada yada. And it's obviously getting Guardians a bit difficult in a skyblock. You know, it means that we need to go out and find the relevant, you know, buy a temple patch and do all the stuff. So there is an alternative, and that is this Overworld Matter. Overworld Matter, which we've got some of that, and quartz. If we go in and have a look here, we should be able to find that will make one of these. It's probably easier just to show you. Overworld Matter and quartz makes prismarine shards. Overworld Matter's pretty easy to get. We just have to run this machine with any overworld mob and we'll get the stuff from it. But this itself, well, we can't actually use you to make anything overly useful. We can make cobwebs, we can make guardian chunks with it, with a tier 3 mob chunk, which is something we probably would want to go with. We could make a decorative guardian statue with a statue cover, but for that we need some of that. And various things, but the mechanical squeezer can squeeze prismarine shards into prismarine crystals. Now, hang on, did I ever make a mechanical squeezer? Hang on. Yeah, I did. There you go. 1 mechanical squeezer. And if we get a bit of flux, that's fluid duct, that's not what I wanted. I wanted hardened flux duct. Go away. And we'll pop that in. Now, maybe there's as good as anywhere, isn't it? I think. Bloop. With a little bit of bloop, and that's in there. It's got the power. We can do the squeeze, and we'll get those back, and that will give us the stuff we need to make these. Of course, expensive and not going to really help us in the long run. So what else can we use that for? Is there anything that will help us? Helps if you look at the right thing. Let's have a look. Not actually used for any of this. This comes from a guardian, so I think we are going to have to push down the agricraft route. Agricraft, mystical agriculture, get the right thing. Because there's a whole load of things we can use. If I actually type the thing incorrectly, we'll... Oh, hang on. Okay, well, what have we got? We've actually got quite a lot of this supremium essence from killing the souls, and we've got quite a lot of inferium essence. But if we add mystical, what we don't have is any of those, and we have no means of getting those. But to get prosperity shards, we can make a prosperity shard thing, which basically requires me to make a tier. No. Let's have a look. Hang on. Inferium seeds. We need 4 of those, I believe. And that will give us the prosperity shard sapling. Which, if I get some, I don't know whether we've got them. Well, we've got a mulch there. Let's go. If I go and do that, we're going to run into problems with the drawers again, aren't we? And I don't really want to be faffing with the drawers. I would much rather be faffing with the black hole units. Now, so if we go in here and have a look, the use of that in a bonsai pot will give us 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 items. The other question is, how much of this do I actually ever need? I mean, we're going to need you. We're going to need that, because that's going to be necessary to. Yeah, okay, fine. We used it for those, and tinkering tables to do what? Something. So the question is, do I actually even want to put that into a system? I suppose we should. So we identified that there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 drops from that are additional. So we're going to need 5 black hole units. Not black hole tanks, black hole units. Can we even make 5 of those? We need 10 of those. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. How much plastic do we have? Enough. Okay, so if I want those black hole units, we need 10 of those. 1, 2, 3, no, 5 of those actually, isn't it? Let's get that right. 2, 3, 4, 5. We probably, well, let's head over and just get that. What I'm thinking is we probably want to just drop that down and let it run for a while. How are you doing actually? That's full. That needs juice. Okay, that's what's. Yeah, I'm just wondering why that had stopped. We're probably going to want that as well. So we got this. We haven't got a hopping bonsai pot. All right, I need to fix that. Or maybe I don't. I have no idea. We have a hopping bonsai pot. Okay, and we're going to want a chest temporarily. Any old chest will do. That one. And we'll pop you down, stick you on there. We shall stick the mulch into that, and we shall stick you in there. And that's going to grow and do its thing, and going to give us the stuff necessary to fill these 5 items here. And I think that should be it. So we've got those, and those. That's the first 3 items. Lock that, and lock that. So the only thing left is the sapling and the shard itself. Alright, that's going to take a hot moment. I'll be back in a moment. Alright, I've just been letting the plant grow, and I've been clearing a little bit of space getting out. I'm trying to get all of this basically properly landscaped, so all of this starts to come together into its natural shape. We're getting there. Eventually we'll get that across. We'll get all of this done. But I was been a bit of a doofus because the Guardian stuff, we don't even need to go down that route. Yeah, we should have now everything we want, including the sapling. So that's good. We can lock you in there. We can lock you in there. And we can grab all of those and put those away where they belong. That's the first step for this. Ultimately, all of this is going to be replaced out with black hole controllers. I just don't want to run the risk of losing all our hard work. So that's going to happen. But right now, we're going to go and plant this away. We don't desperately need it. As I say, I've been a bit of a doofus. There is another way for me to sort out this Guardian thing. But we do need to go and put our last sapling into the tree farm area. Boop, and boop. And we can then go home. And we are going to take all of that and we're going to chuck it all back into the system. And we are going to make... Now, I've been looking at this and going, there's no Guardian seeds. There's a Guardian lily. And of course, we have swabs. So, and bone meal. Bone meal. So, I think we can bone meal these anyway. So, why faff around trying to get a Guardian when I can actually get a Guardian? Planting water. Bloop. Bone meal, bub, 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 mature. Hello, you're mine. And there is our Guardian problem almost solved. We need a bucket of liquid experience and a seed and a chicken. And we're going to explode said chicken, and then we're going to see about things. Now, try to think. Do Guardians suffocate? Do they? I honestly can't remember whether they suffocate or not. But there's plenty of easy ways to sort this one out anyway. We need to take a bucket of you, and I need a seed if you don't mind. Give me a bucket of that, thank you. Combine that, and that to get that. That's excellent. And then we just need to go and explode a chicken, and we are good to go. Let me just get back in the air. We didn't get a... Yeah, we didn't get the thing back, but that doesn't really matter. Come on. You're free.
Happy birthday, Taco!
And there we have our spawn egg. Right, so now we just need to decide how we're going to bring these guys together. Where they belong. How are we doing? Oh, wow. This system is seriously broken. Yeah. Seriously broken. Okay. Let's go and have a think about where we want to do this and how. Now, I would have gone and done this right at the bottom of the thing, because I'm going to turn these off for a bit actually. Just because we can. Now I would have done this right down here, but of course this is right down here. This is the bottom. Unless I was to go into, I suppose I could go deeper. Do I want to go deeper? Decisions. Okay, I think I might have an idea. Diamond spikes, spawners, conveyor belts, we'll go lower. So let me get this lot going, and again I shall be back in a moo. Alright, I just want to show you what we've got so far. So we've got a piston system in, we can do that, we can turn that. Oh yeah, I forgot it's a zombie. It's still a zombie spawner at the moment. And actually is very effective zombie spawner. It will work fine like that, but I don't want a zombie spawner, I want a guardian spawner. So what we are going to do is we are going to, no, that is not the right way around then, so we need to place you like this. So what we're going to do is we're going to use these conveyor belts. Hopefully these will work the way I anticipate they will. And the conveyor belts, there'll be water source blocks up at this level, and the rest will be flowing water. So the guardians should be pushed down into these conveyor belts, which will move them off of that, and then they'll flowing water should bring them down again. I'm going to need more of these, of course, but that's not a problem. Until they get down to this point here, and down here is where we're going to have our diamond spikes. I think, however, I definitely need more. So again, I'm not worried about anything being able to climb out, except for a spider maybe, and I should be able to handle a spider by now. So what we just need to work out now is what do we need in the way of collection and a way in. So I need, let's have a look, that's 5, 10, 15, that's 20, 25, 28, 31, less 3, I need 28 more of those. So that's my next job, go and make myself 28 more conveyor belts, also some diamond spikes, bring some things, and an absorption hopper with the relevant bits. I think that should do. And what we'll probably do is we'll just run a line down to get underneath there as well. I'm going to need more glass because we're going to have to fill this in. Again, probably just get this like so, and then just bring in the glass. I'm not really too worried about it being fancy glass. I don't think light level affects guardian spawns from what I've read, so that will most definitely work, except of course I can't get in, so we'll go with that. I suppose we can actually pop that on there. Well, I mean, that should fail to spawn anything because there's nothing for them to spawn in. They should spawn in water. And it says you need an air block or transparent block above the water source blocks, which is why there's glass there. Oh, hello. I'll take it. Whoa, just hold still, please. If I can get them to go without water, then that's going to be a lot easier. Bonus, in fact. Whoop, well, actually you can get in the prisonary. Excellent, excellent. Okay, well that makes life somewhat easier, and this will also double as another random mob spawning area. So bonuses all round, I suppose. Let me get the conveyor belts and the spikes sorted, and I shall be right back with you. Alright, I think I've got everything. So what we should be able to do is get this lot in. I don't really think I need to worry about access to the collection mechanism once it's in place as well. So again, we'll just do those like so. We just turn this off. We don't need to know this information. We know this is a dark room. Now, what I would like is, I suppose we can come in here. No, not there, but I suppose it doesn't really matter too much. But it matters for my own peace of mind. So we'll pop that there and we'll come in like this. Just get that nicely blocked off like so. And then we're going to come down to here. Now this is where the fun bit becomes, because obviously what I want to do is I want to come under here. I suppose I don't know, we can probably do this a lot more sensibly if I can just pick this up properly. So let me just sort myself out for a second. What we're going to do is we are going to grab our return chest and we're going to get rid of some of this junk, I think. Just so we can say it's gone. Actually, that probably wasn't the smartest move. It doesn't matter, we'll work it out. So what we're going to have is a torch there for the time being, and we're going to pop a bit of that there, and we're going to go 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9, and we shall. Oh, I've just sent me sandwiches back. Okay, does not matter. So that one is on, and on. Right, here we go. This is going to be the fun bit. I think we probably need to just expand our space down here a wee bit, and again stick a torch in. Who's not on? You're not on. Okay, excellent. So I'm going to stick that there with an absorption hopper on top. Now if we look at the area, you actually can't see it because we're in there, but I'm just going to play it safe and give it 2 extensions. We're going to put the fluid on down, and we'll put the what's that, east item on east, and then we'll just drop that in there. That should have a big enough range on it. I don't think we need to faff around anymore. We should be able to jump back up to here, come down and down, and now the fun bit. And by fun bit I mean oh, of course. Hang on a second then. We need to get back down here. You were not on. Okay, I need to go and grab those out of the absorption hopper, don't I? Alright, I'll be back in a second. Alright, 2 last things required. And actually there was one more last thing required. We need another elevator, which of course is like that. We need to make it into a brown elevator, and we're good. Right. Oh, glass. I sent it back by accident, and I didn't mean to. Yeah, that should allow me to go in. Oh, just trying to think. Yeah, that should work. We should be able to come down here. Down here, underneath that bit there, we can pop our elevator block. And we can pop that in there and that in there, and that's all good. We can give this thing its sugar rush, which shouldn't take that long. And we can make it ignore the player. And then we can stick that in there. We can turn it on, and with a bit of luck, we should start to get plenty of guardians spawning and dropping their lovely goodness onto those spikes. In the meantime, while I am waiting for the actual rates seem somewhat peculiar. Because it definitely spawned before. We know it spawned. There we go. And they should start dying in the spikes eventually. They're very, obviously, a very annoying mob. And what we shall do is we'll take add recent guardian flop, add recent guardian hurt, and add recent guardian death. And then we don't have to put up with that irritating sound anymore. So that gives us, I think, pretty much everything we need to do to upgrade our power grid. Or at least it will do once they've had a chance to run for a while. In the meantime, I just need to make this place look reasonable, and a quick, dose of... I use the word reasonable loosely. This is probably the laziest decoration, just following the theme of the building above, really, but, we should be fine. And what we'll do is we'll stick a couple of our lanterns down, and we'll be good and happy, I suppose. Right, one there, one there, and that should keep us ticking. Let me go and see how we're doing for these bits. Now we're into our new chest here, but we're getting prismarine shards. We are getting the stuff we want, so that's a bonus. And let me just get rid of all of that, pop you in there, get rid of you, have a look for my sandwiches. They were the really stupidly good ones though, weren't they? To be honest, we're probably as well just going with those for now. So what we need to do is start thinking about how we're going to process a lot of this. Now this stuff here, straight away we can run through the mechanical squeezer, so that's a bonus, in the same way as we should have maybe we've got prismarine crystals. I mean, I've got shards. Oh, it's prosperity shards, not prismarine shards, aren't they? Okay, yeah, that was yeah, my bad. But we can get the crystals, and we can pop these through and we can get those. So use of those is of course to get these, and those are used with one of those in redstone. So basically we need to make 4 of those for each one we want to upgrade. Now the question is, do they stack? So let me have a look. Power cells, medium, 1, 2, 3 and 4, and we combine those with redstone and an existing cell. Take some of that, let's go and have a look. I'll pop over and I think I'm going to try and do this from back outwards, if that makes sense, because yeah, otherwise it's going to be a bit of a pain. So let me just sort this out. I'll be back in a moment. Alright, give myself access back here. There's plenty of crafting tables over here, so we should be able to do that. Now that goes 4 million as opposed to the previous version. Let me just have a look what we got going on here. Does it let me go? So we got 23.5. $27.5, so they do stack. That is excellent. So we can do everything from the back here, which basically is a lot, and we can do everything from the front, which is basically a lot, and that will generate us a lot of power. But of course we're not generating a vast amount of power, as we've proven before, so we do need to look at how we go about improving that one as well. And to do that, I want to have a little bash at something. So let me just check how long I've been recording and I'll be back in a second. Alright, I'd like to make a soul generator. We're at 31 minutes, so we're a little bit over, but you know, we'll live. And for that we're going to need a few basics. And that will give us a simple soul generator. However, I'd like an upgradable soul generator. So that's very specific. However, it's not a problem. Ooh. So we've made the upgradable one. Now if we have a look at the simple generators, we can increase the speed of importing, exporting. Actually no, that's the wrong thing. Let me get the right thing. At simple. So here's the thing, it tells you all about these upgrades, but there doesn't actually appear to be any upgrades. So that's the question. The next question has to be, what can we put in there? Speed modifier will increase the speed which the generation runs. Okay, speed modifier. Looks reasonably doable. So if I put 4 of the speed modifiers in, it's got a capacity of 1 million RF. I'm just going to go and borrow a stack of wither skulls. That's generating pretty fast. And the wither skulls create 256,000 energy per skull. The only thing better is a dragon egg and the dragon skull, which is, you know, not recyclable really. So the question is, are we better just going with half a dozen of these, or one running with that lot? I'm going to assume that when this is full, the consumption will stop. So that's another question we need to answer as well. But that's 1 million RF in, or flux energy, or whatever you want to call it, in very little time at all. And the consumption has stopped. Now, if we just look at wither skulls, and there's, you know, virtually no limit to how many we can make, because obviously we've got 221 in there, for example. That could be a very good source of energy. I think I need to do several things. I think I need to sort these out, boxes. So between episodes, I think I'm going to sort these boxes out. I'm going to get some storage for these wither skeleton skulls. Bones and everything else can go in. We'll get this sorted. I'm going to do an AFK session and fill these up fully with wither skulls and prismarine. I think that will be our target. And then next episode, we are going to get that power system fully upgraded and generally powered with wither skulls. Yeah, that sounds like a plan to me. So until next time, thank you very much for watching, guys, and I will see you soon. Bye for now.